This video is brought to you by Longoni Cues.
Trick question, pool players. Your opponent just pushed out to this. What would you do? Would you accept this shot? What is your plan? Or would you give it back? Hi pool players, it's the Terminator. Welcome back to another episode of Terminator Tips. Let's jump onto my Pro Start table now and walk you through this entire shot. So I was having a practice session with my Danish sparring partner Mickey Kraus. We battled it out on many occasions to get each other sharp. This time it was for the upcoming Euro Tour and the European Open 2022. We're playing a game of 9-ball and I broke the balls and I get this. I'm hooked behind the 4. I have to play the 1. What on earth are we gonna do? I can't push out to my left of the table because my opponent Mickey would have a very easy safety and lock me up behind these balls. Anywhere I push out, I'm going to either leave a cut shot or a rail first safety or potential make cut the ball in shot. I have nothing really there, and then I saw a super powerful shot. I pushed out to here, and now the question is, can you see the shot? Here's the push out. What did I have in mind? Can you see it? Well, if you studied my previous kicking video, 5 killer kick shots for your pool game, then it's a spoiler alert, then you have a clue already. It's actually a kick shot with reverse spin. Why? Because if I kick this ball with running spin, right spin, both balls are going to go into the same direction. I might even double hit it. They're both going this way. Not a whole lot productive can happen from that with the right spin. However, because I spotted this beautiful 8-ball laying there, I knew that if I would kick with left spin, it would reverse the cue ball after contact. And the 8 is going to be a great help to break the speed of the cue ball and therefore create a lot of separation. Watch the shot first, it's going to blow your mind, then we're going to analyze it. If the cue ball was a clock, we're going to strike it at 10 o'clock, high with a lot of left, and look what happens next. Boom. Check this out, pool players. Is that a shot or what?
Whoa.
So instead of using the right spin and both balls going into the same direction, this time with the left, I'm actually looking to hit the 8 with the reverse spin. Therefore, I can strike the cue ball harder. The 1's gonna go faster, create more separation, and the 8 ball's actually helping me to break all the speed of the cue ball and also as a third blocker. What a wall, what a shot. To learn the shot, set up an object ball fairly close to the short rail. It can't be further away than I would say half a diamond. Then you really have to hit it hard for that spin to grab. If you're gonna hit it softer, it needs to be closer to the pocket. And you need a lot of spin because once the cue ball travels down table, it's going to lose a lot of the spin energy. So the softer you hit it, the more you have to be on the side of the cue ball. Once again, it's about creating a feel for these shots. Set them up in small, more simple variations at first. I don't have a clear aiming system for this. It is just trial, correction, and continuation. Remember, I'm going to hit it with a lot of left. So let's just show a few examples how I would study this shot for myself. Let's say I'm going to aim it right there and I'm going to hit it with a lot of left. I think I'm going to hit it too thin, but let's see what happens. See, I don't even make contact with the 1. So that means to me that I need to hit further up the rail. That's the first step. So now I'm going to aim about a ball higher than I just did and with the nice amount of left spin because I need a lot of spin This would be 9 o'clock on the cue ball. And look at that. So I've learned from my own mistake. I saw that I hit it too thin. I didn't make contact, went slightly more up the rail, and immediately the shot turned out great. Let's look at an example where perhaps I didn't put enough spin on the cue ball. So my aiming position is fairly good, but I'm not putting in enough spin. See, I'm losing that side spin and the cue ball doesn't go 2 rails back behind those balls and into them to create a real trap. So now we can see if we can translate that little bit of practice we just did and convert that to the shot from the game. The 3 and 7 now are much further away from the 1 ball, but the 8 is actually helping us. So with more speed, we can create more energy and let the spin go into the 8 instead of playing it softly into that group of balls. So we're going to need more speed, and therefore the spin is actually still on the cue ball. So 10 o'clock on the cue ball is going to be sufficient. But we need good speed to create separation between the 1 and the cue ball. There. See, I'm using that 8 to run into it, and if that happens, I pretty much always have a great wall of balls to hook my opponent. You know, when I was in my 20s and 30s, I always wanted systems for my kick shots, but Alex Lely also really helped me that feeling the shot and just messing around with them, that creates a lot of feel, and just setting them up again and again, that's the real practice. You can have a system and play 5 kick shots, but that's not really going to make you a better kick shot player. You have to spend 15, 20 minutes at the pool table practicing your kick shots. That is what really creates the feel and makes you a better player. So if you want to get better at these little shots, just set up 10, 20 of them and just start messing around. You know, here I'm going to try a soft one. Let's see what happens. A lot of spin, small separation, so I need a bit more speed. Let's see, just set up another one, bit closer this time, and just have some fun with it. This time I want to hit it harder. Remember, like as if that 8 ball was just there, high left. Boom, the 8 ball would have hit it. See here, another nice example. Want to go 2 rails back behind that group again. Need a lot of spin to keep that energy on the cue ball because I have to hit it fairly soft. 9 o'clock if it was a clock. Ooh, look at that. The sharper you are on these shots, the tougher it is to do. So if you're coming in from this angle here, then it becomes super, super tough. From here, it's easier. When you're sharper like this, it's very hard to get that reverse effect going. I think this would be the maximum. See, it doesn't want to go back 2 rails anymore. That's why getting closer to the side pockets there, it's going to be super, super tough. You want to keep it fairly close towards the corner and this area of the pool table. There you go, sports fans. Great, powerful kicking knowledge in this one. Jump onto your table, practice this. Don't just sit there and forget about this one because it could win you a ball game sooner or later. Don't forget to check out all the other great content on the channel. There's tips and lessons here uploaded weekly. And remember, if you want to work on the most important part of your game, the mental side, head over to the Terminator College and join the many hundreds that are already there. See you in the next episode.